Welcome back to PTV at PHS. Today is Friday, December 6, 2019. I'm PTV's Niskio.
And I'm PTV's Dane Myers. Thank you for joining us. Opioid-related drug overdoses happen daily and take the lives of around 130 people each day. Our PTV crew caught video of Wednesday's opioid assembly where Becky Savage came to our school to speak about prescription drug misuse and accidental overdoses. Her and her husband, Mike, are founders of the 525 Foundation, which was created after they had lost their two sons to an accidental opioid overdose in 2015. This foundation was created to help educate and raise awareness to families and teens about alcohol abuse and prescription drug abuse.
Plymouth High School will host the annual Christmas Spectacular performance presented by the PHS Music Department tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the PHS Auditorium. Tickets are $5 at the door.
Kicking it off to sports with Tyler Ritchie and Caleb Deacon.
I'm Caleb Deacon. Welcome to a new episode of PTV Sports. On the PTV Sports Rundown tonight, both JV and varsity boys basketball team take on Adams Eagles at 6 p.m. here at the PHS. As for tomorrow, the swim team hosts the swim relays at 9 a.m. Meanwhile, the varsity wrestling team will host their annual Plymouth Invite here at home. Both girls varsity and JV basketball teams are hosting starting at 6:15. Winter is almost here. So Tyler Ritchie brings us the Winter Sports Spotlight.
What is the most valuable moral you've learned from wrestling?
I think just hard work and dedication. Sometimes you have to be able to deal with some disappointments in life. Everybody's going to have disappointments in life, and kind of the way you deal with them and bounce back from them kind of defines who you are as a person.
What is your advice for athletes who are not motivated?
Well, you got to find a reason to be motivated. You know, if you have a reason, it's easy to be motivated if you have a reason. So you got to figure out what you're passionate about. You know, for some people it's wrestling, but for many it's not. For some people it's not sports at all, but they're passionate about something else, and then they can pour their heart into it.
What should go through a wrestler's mind before a match?
For me, when I was competing, it was like going to war. You know, every time I stepped out there on that mat, you know, I was going to be going to physically. It was going to be an attack, and you know, I wanted to win. You know, there was a desire to go out there and compete at a high level, and I know I was going to be as intense and give it everything I had.
How old were you when you found your love for math?
I was probably about a sophomore in high school when I really decided, man, this is cool, and I liked the way the puzzle pieces fit together, and I liked kind of explaining it to my friends, and I thought that was cool to see them kind of get it after I kind of helped them.
And last question, what can you tell us about this picture?
Oh man, this is an old one. This is from when I was in high school. So yeah, I was, I think, teaching a lesson my senior year to a math class. They had like a senior swap day where the seniors swap places with the teachers, and so that was kind of my first experience teaching.
The season for Notre Dame is finally coming to an end, as before Thanksgiving break, they wrapped up a win against Boston College. Multimedia journalist Noble Bachman has a recap of the game.
It was a blowout, with Notre Dame dominating the second half. The final score was 40-7.
Everyone just believed in each other and never gave up. You know, come in freshman year and go 4-8, and then great seasons after that. I mean, you really want to get all the seniors in the end zone, no matter what. On senior night, it's a special night you'll never forget, and being able to get those two in there is awesome.
You know, the seniors have done so much for this program. You know, whether it's on or off the field, showing me, showing the younger classes before me what it's really about, what it's like to be a Notre Dame student athlete.
You know, this class in particular maybe didn't start off their career the way they wanted, but they sure have finished it in incredible fashion.
When you look at these seniors, you look at the way they started their college career, of 4-8 season their freshman year, how they've battled back.
They now have 30 regular season wins over the last 3 years. Undefeated at home the last 2 years. Those are things that have not been done for decades.
This group doesn't it doesn't give up. I love all these guys. It's crazy how fast time has really flown by. And yeah, this group just never stops. They keep working hard, and we know we can do. Everyone's confident, and we've made some awesome memories.
So proud of them.
And they just propelled this program into an ascending place. It's exciting.
To be able to defend our home this whole entire season is a huge goal of ours, and it feels great. And just to be able to play like that for our seniors is what we want to do tonight. And this is a game we'll remember forever.
Now the focus for Irish football team is, will Ian Books return as quarterback for next season, or will they need to find a replacement? For PTV Sports, I'm Noah Bachman.
Log on to our website to see Trey Hall's pictures of the game.
Camera 4 is getting blocked by on the hash.
We've covered Notre Dame football games now for 4 seasons. For that, we thank Notre Dame football for giving us these awesome opportunities. But not until the Notre Dame Navy game has our crew got to go behind the scenes and get a tour of the Notre Dame studios. It was like a whole new world once behind the doors. ND Studios is on the first floor of Corvette Family Hall. Inside the stadium, right by the media entrance, is a 18,000-foot square cutting-edge production facility that allows their team to work with the latest state of technology. The people who work there mainly either came from the traditional TV industry or professional sports like the NFL, are familiar with the big screen, video boards, and directing live coverage for fans in the audience. They employ close to 40 full-time staff members, and they run the huge Jumbotron during the home ND games. Well, guys, that wraps up PTV Sports.
Let's see what's cooking up in the cafeteria for lunch. We're having pepperoni calzone, green beans, and anything you'd like from the fruit and veggie bar. Now let's hit it off to Denise Gio to see what this weekend's weather will be like.
Hey guys, I'm PTV's Niski and I'm here to give you a look at your weekend weather. Today's high will be 37 degrees and the low will come in around 24 degrees. Tomorrow the high will be 41 degrees and the low will come in at 34 degrees. And as for Sunday, the high will be 48 degrees and the low will come in at 38 degrees. My weather advice for you is to get out your winter coat and hat. For PTV Weather, I'm Denise Gio.
Before break, we asked you guys the new trivia question. To recap, the question was, what year was Thanksgiving first celebrated? The correct answer was 1621. Congratulations to track and cross-country coach Curtis Nordman for answering correctly. You just won your whole advisory class, a Hacienda Chips and Salsa party. Enjoy and thanks for playing. Before break, we visited Mr. Wolf's advisory to drop off their chips and salsa. PTV's Kevin Roth was behind the camera getting the action.
Now it's time for the new weekly trivia question. After Thanksgiving, there's another shopping holiday called Black Friday. This week's question is, how did Black Friday get its name? You can submit your answer to PHS Marketing at plymouth.k12.in.us for a chance to win your advisory at Hacienda Chips and Salsa Party. That concludes our show for this week. I'm PTV's Niskio.
And I'm PTV's Dane Myers.
And we leave you today with a sneak peek of a dress rehearsal of a scene from the upcoming performances of this year's Christmas Spectacular by videographer Noble Bachman.